Hey, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Abad. You're back here once again. Before I get started, like always, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Yeah, man, this family you're looking at, the Murdaugh family. They were a very famous family down in South Carolina, and basically they were popular for having a law firm. All right, they had a big law firm in a community down there in South Carolina that was passed on, throughout, lineage. Matter of fact, let me see if I could, because this says history here. Let me see if I could, so like these are like the let me see, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so Randolph Murdaugh is this guy's Alex. It's his father. I believe that's his Alex father. Alex is the guy that was just convicted. Which I'm going to get into that. But basically, the law firm, has been up and running since like the early 1900s, I believe. And it's been passed down throughout generation. Matter of fact, let me get a scripture for that. Because they get, these Edomites, they have got all the riches and wealth that they have off of the slavery of you Hebrew Israelites. Even when you look at this family, they lived on thousands of acres, man. All right, and they had multiple houses that they lived in. Okay, this is a better picture. Yeah, so it started off in 1920. All right, so this family had this law firm since 1920, and he passed it. This guy Randolph passed it down to his son Randolph. Passed it down to his son Randolph. Passed it down to his son Alex. All right, this is the type of stuff that you Israelites are never able to do, because you're never able to get the type of wealth to leave to your children. Let me see this. Psalm chapter 17. This is Psalm chapter 17, verse 14. Let me start at verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." And the scriptures tell us that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which is you so-called white people, the Edomites. And this family here, this is a low-level family when you're looking at the Edomites as a nation. This is a low-level family. They just was popular for a law firm down in South Carolina, all right? So they had millions of dollars, but that's very low-level when you're talking about the Edomites. Verse 14, it says, "Deliver me from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life." They have their portion. They're living on acres of land. All right, they got money on top of money on top of money. They have resources. All right, they're able to live without restraints, which have their portion in this life, in whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. Yeah, all of them got rich and fat. All right, they got fed. Their belly got fed off of the hid treasure. Who's the hid treasure? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. They got fat off of your free labor, slave labor. They are full of children, and they leave the rest of their substance to their babes. All right, so they continuously pass down throughout generation. But this guy, he ruined all that, right? That came to, and this is just another sign that Esau is falling out of power. All right, they bugging the fuck out. But this family here, all right, the Murdaugh family, these people right here, right? They embody the spirit of Cain and Esau, all right? They embody the spirit of Cain and Esau. And if you haven't seen the documentary on Netflix about the Murdaugh family, and you want to watch it, or you were planning on to watch it, then exit this video and go watch it, and then come back to this video, because I'm gonna basically spoil what happens. And if you're not familiar with the case, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't care, then just continue watching this. So basically, this family here, and just look at these motherfuckers. Just look at them. Look at their eyes. Look at the eyes, man. All right, this is Esau to a T. Red, the pigmentation of having red pigment, lacking no pigment, and the blood showing forth through his skin. All right, they have no pigment and they have no melanin. They lack melanin, and you can just see the pinkish reddish tone on their skin, just in the eyes of a demonic family. So basically, it starts with this son here. I believe his name was Paul, and he was coddled his whole life. The scriptures tell you about coddling your children, pampering your children. He was living on this damn, basically their land, which is like acres, just thousands of acres, and he would just have a ball, right? He had all type of four-wheelers, and he had all type of dogs and animals, and all type of shit. He guns. He didn't even have to leave the house. He just went in his backyard and just had a field day. So basically, to make a long story short, he became an alcoholic as a teenager. All right, drinking all the damn time. His parents let him drink all the fucking time, and not control his liquor. So he went out with his friends. He went out to a party with his friends one night, and he took them on his boat, and then they got drunk. You know what I'm saying? And the friends was telling him, "Look, man, you too drunk to drive the boat back home." But he said, "Nobody's driving my fucking boat. It's my boat." And he ended up crashing the boat, and one of the girls on the boat hit her head, went unconscious, and fell in the water, and she drowned. The tide pushed her away. And this nigga, he lies about what happened. He says one of his friends did it, right? And then the family comes to his aid and lies for him and starts trying to get the other families to not say anything about it, so they can cover up the fact that this dude caused the death of somebody on the boat that he was driving, right? Now, you go to this dude, this weirdo. He's the older brother. He murdered somebody, right? And then you go over to the mom here. She murdered the housekeeper. All right, she pushed the housekeeper, and the housekeeper was with them. She basically raised this son. All right, this guy Paul. She raised him ever since he was real young. She murdered the damn housekeeper, pushed her down the steps, bust her damn head wide open. And then what wraps the whole thing up and what leads to the case, what leads to the conviction of this guy getting convicted in court. This nigga murdered his wife and this son here. Cold blood, right? Right? And it's hilarious, because when you watch the court case, this nigga just lying, right? Trying to cover his tracks. And I want to play a clip of this nigga just lying in the courtroom. But before I get that, let's get the type of spirit Cain came in. Let's get Genesis, the 4th chapter. Because when you would ask these people about what was going on, they would just lie without having any conscience. All right, and just tell you, I had nothing to do with it. Even when they fucking pulled up on this guy the night he murdered his wife and son, that nigga was fake crying. You know what I'm saying? They pull up on his land, he fake cried. "Oh my God, but I found their brains blown out." Nigga, you just blew their fucking brains out on the all over the damn land, right? But that's the spirit of Cain. That's the spirit of Esau. So let's go to when Cain was mad that Abel gave up the righteous sacrifice, the righteous offering, and he didn't give up the offering that the Lord wanted from him. So he was jealous and he murdered Abel. It's Genesis chapter 4, verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord power Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua said unto Cain, "Where is Abel thy brother?" And he said, "I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?" So that nigga just lied, just a fucking liar, man. Just lies and lies and lies, man. Right? Verse 10, and he said, "What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground." So the Lord is like, nigga, you telling me you didn't right? Right? You telling me you didn't murder Abel, but he's in his blood is crying unto me. He's in the spirit realm, right? He's up here crying about what you did to him. All right, so that's that. But that's the spirit that these Edomites come in today. Which when Esau was born, Jacob's brother Isaac had Jacob and Esau. When Esau was born, Esau had that same spirit of Cain within him. All right, because it's this. You had the seed of the wicked, the seed of the righteousness, the seed of righteous. All right, the seed of the righteous, which was the sons of God. You know, that righteous seed line from Seth, Noah, Enoch, all that righteous royal seed line known as the sons of God. You had the seed of the wicked, right, beginning with Cain, man. And let's continue reading on this verse 11. It says, "And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength." Right? So the ground, the earth doesn't yield its strength unto E, so he has to make GMO foods. He has to put chemicals and everything. He has to make fake ass medicines. All right? He doesn't know how to take care of the earth. All right? It's against him. He's adverse to nature. Even if he's farming, because he has the land, he has all the cattle. He feeds the animals the wrong food, all right, to speed up the process of getting food out, all right. He uses them for his purpose, for his will, not for the purposes that they were put on earth to be used for, all right. He tries to use cheat codes around everything. He doesn't get a land Sabbath, so the earth ain't yielding his strength unto him. That's why he got to rely upon his fake medicine, his technology, all right. It says, "A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth." Yeah, they go throughout the whole earth, changing their identity, changing their nationality, lying about who they are. Everybody under the sun except for Edomites. All right. Let me see. Yeah. "And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him." And what was that mark? No pigmentation. Your pigment was taken away. Right? So let's get the video of this nigga. Let's get this video, man. This is hilarious. Right? And let's see how many times this nigga lied. And really, I can go even further back, but I just wanted to start it here.
Did you lie to Danny Henderson?
I did lie to Danny.
Did you lie to Janie Seconder?
I don't. About finances? Yes, I did.
You didn't ever talk to her about the kennels?
No, I wouldn't think so.
Did you lie to Annette Griswold?
I did.
Did you lie to Christy Joe?
And right here, basically as the law firm, right, I left out a major key point. Right, he was the head of this law firm, and basically every case that he won, like if you went to this nigga for help to get a settlement money, this nigga stole all the damn money, man. Like if you won a settlement case, he would take all the damn money. This nigga stole all the fucking money. Of all the cases this nigga had, man. This nigga stole like $4 million, man. Something crazy.
Carol, your other secretary for paralegal.
I don't believe she and I discussed. I would have at some point, I'm sure.
Did you lie to Michael Gunn?
I'm sure I did at some point, but I mean, Michael wasn't involved in any of this, so I don't know that any of this ever came up with Michael.
Did you lie to your clients? Did you lie to Pamela Pinckney?
I did.
Natasha Thomas?
I don't know that I dealt with Natasha, but I certainly lied about that.
Hakeem Pinckney?
Again, I don't know that I talked to Hakeem, but I certainly lied about that.
Arthur Badger?
I did.
The Plyler girls?
I'm not sure that I talked specifically to them, but I lied about that.
Dion Martin?
I lied to Dion.
Johnny Bush?
Yes.
Manuel Cristiani?
I didn't have any conversation. I didn't have any conversations with him, but I certainly lied about it.
Jamie and Risher.
Yes,
Randy Drawdy.
yes,
Jordan Jinks.
yes,
Mary
Look, you get the point, man.
yes.
Adriana.
Look, you get the point, man. This nigga just lie, man. This is your average Edomite, man. You know.
Hey.
Yes,
Angel Gary.
yes.
Hey, look. So look, man. I'm gonna stop it there. Basically, he's just gonna keep saying how many times he lied to people, the amount of people he lied to. But I wanna now keep in mind this is just a regular Edomite family that inherited a law firm, right? Now imagine this type of individual in charge of the whole earth, right? Imagine him in charge of the whole earth, and that's what you have with the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, these central banking families, right? You have these type of individuals ruling the water supply, the food production companies, every major industrial complex throughout the earth. They're ruling the banking system. They're over all of it. All right, the health organizations. They're over all of it. So you think they telling you the truth? You think they trying to help you? No, man, they ain't trying to help you, and no, they not telling you the truth. Alright, hey, let's get John. Let's go ahead to John. Let's wrap this up in John. The scriptures told you that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24. So imagine people like this in charge of the whole earth, which they are. See, and that's what we try to get you simple ass niggas, Negroes to understand, man. Hispanics and Native American Indians that still want to act like the so-called white man is a good guy. The fuck out of here. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. This is the Lord speaking to Hebrew Israelites that adopted the ways of the Edomites during that time, that were learning the ways of the Greco-Romans. All right, they were falling after the ways of Esau. This is John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Remember Cain? And abode not in the truth. There is no because there is no truth in him. There is no truth in these niggas, man. There's no truth in these individuals. Book of Habakkuk tells us that their soul is not upright in them. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So, and you can find many instances with people, with Edomites like this, Edomite families. They embody the spirit of Cain and Esau. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I hope this was an edifying lesson. Until the next time, I say shalom.